The mission of our organization is to enhance the capacity of district government agencies, because we do provide support to DC government agencies, also our nonprofit community, as well as faith-based organizations, in addition to the small and local businesses. Because sometimes I think some of our small and local businesses consider themselves as nonprofit. So what we try to do is make sure that we can do everything that we can to help those organizations to find the resource that we need. But we also try to make sure that those services that we are providing are aligned with the mayor's top public policy priorities, which are education reform, financial stability, job readiness, and public safety. And I'm sure the majority of you out in the audience can align yourself with one of those priorities. We are in the Mayor's Office of Partnerships and Grant Services, but we're under the cluster of the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs. And that cluster consists of those organizations that do a lot of support to nonprofit organizations like the Office of Asian Pacific Islander Affairs. We have the Office of Latino Affairs. We have the Mayor's Office of Community Initiatives for Reentry, for those folks that are reentering the community. So we are really focused on helping the residents of the District of Columbia. We have 3 core functions: grant and resource development support, executive leadership and organizational development training and technical assistance, in addition to collaboration and partnership building. We also provide the grant development support, and we have a weekly funding alert. We have our Grants Information Resource Center. We have capacity building training and technical assistance, which includes working with nonprofit service providers, again, small and medium businesses. But we also support our DC government agencies, as well as the cluster of organizations that are under the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs. One of the problems that a lot of our small nonprofit faith-based organizations, as well as our businesses, have is that they don't have development officers. So they don't have someone that can every day research funding opportunities that they would be able to go for. So what we've done is we've developed this e-newsletter that comes out every week, and you can get it at through your email. And we list funding opportunities from the local government, federal government, as well as foundations that we feel that you might be interested in. Everything that we list in this funding alert is at no cost. And as my director normally says, it's fully funded. He didn't like the word free. But I really encourage you to sign up for the funding alert. I also wanted to bring your attention to a couple of the funding opportunities that are in the funding alert this week. And we have one from the DC government that's on teen pregnancy prevention. We also have one from the feds, which is on the reception and placement program, which is for refugees that come into the United States, especially into DC. But the one that I thought was really interesting was the foundation opportunity, which was from the Mary Kay Foundation. They provide money for domestic violence shelters. And I was just really surprised. So we find a lot of those foundations that you wouldn't even think have opportunities for you to apply for. Our Grants Information Resource Center, that's another opportunity for you to find funding opportunities for your organization. Now, I always we call it the GERC, the Mini Foundation Center. And the reason that we call it the Mini Foundation Center is because we have the same basic databases that you can access when you go to the Foundation Center. But the difference is we have a staff person that will sit with you for 2 hours, go through the internet, and help you navigate these different databases as well as other sites to help you find those funding opportunities. The great thing about the GERC is that you will have someone that will sit with you, show you how to navigate the databases, and find those funding opportunities that you're looking for. We also have a huge catalog of celebrity foundations. You'd be surprised, it's about this thick, of celebrities that have foundations that support a lot of the services that I'm sure that you're providing there or you intend to provide. So I really encourage you to call, make an appointment. They're in 2-hour blocks, but once you've come in, the second time or third time that you come back, you won't need that support because you've learned how to navigate the system. Our capacity building and training assistance, we have workshops every month or every other month on specific topics that we feel are of interest to nonprofit organizations. But those types of workshops that we find that are of interest to our community, we're really excited about it. We have what we call our Strengthening Communities Fund program. It's a 2-year program. We're in our 2nd year. And we provide workshops and trainings on board development, collaboration and partnerships, resource development, how to write grants. And the great thing about this particular program is that we provide on-site support. And what that means is we have a consultant that will go in and assess your program to find out on a governance level as well as a financial level, do you have the capacity to do what you say that you're going to do? So they will go in, they'll do the assessment, and they will give you what we call a capacity action plan. And we list 3 things that you need to execute in order to bring your organization up to par. Because a lot of times, I always say, you don't know what you don't know. We think we know, but once people start asking us questions, we find out, well, we really don't know as much as we thought we knew. And we've had a lot of organizations that have really grown as a result of participating in our capacity building programs. We also now try to support those small and medium-sized businesses. We work with the Department of Small and Local Business Development to help them to also develop capacity building support and training for those small businesses. We've also begun to put in the funding alert contracting opportunities for those businesses. And we have a link in the funding alert where you can link to all the contracts that are available for the businesses at this particular time. Collaboration and partnership, like I said, is really hard. But we do walk the walk as well as talk the talk. We work with a lot of the nonprofit capacity builders in this area. We do a lot of workshops together. We work with the Foundation Center, of course, because they were very instrumental in helping us to develop our Grants Information Resource Center. We work with the Center of Nonprofit Advancement and the Nonprofit Roundtable. We also are planning to expand on our international relationships so our nonprofit and small businesses can start doing importing and exporting, because we feel that that's something that we're kind of lacking here in the district. So we're really going to start collaborating with that. We also collaborate with, of course, our DC government agencies. We collaborate with the Office of Contracts and Procurement and DCRA, because those are some of the agencies that do a lot of work with our nonprofit organizations. The Office of Contracts and Procurement, we try to make sure that, and I don't know if I should say this or not, but our nonprofits are paid on a timely manner, because sometimes there's a problem. So we try to provide workshops that will help them speed up the process so they can get paid. And I see heads shaking, so you understand what I'm talking about. Training and events. We do a lot of training, we do a lot of collaboration, training with other capacity building organizations, because we realize we can't do it all by ourselves, and that's where partnerships and collaboration and alliances coming in. This is the information about the staff in our office that you can call. Ms. Kathy DeBow is our special projects volunteer who runs the GERT, and you can call her to schedule an appointment. You can call me for anything if you have any questions. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate you listening.